So why green and twin? Because you see today it was the 50th anniversary of the CEFIC, the European Chemical Industry Council, where I'm working for 6 different sector groups with consortiums also. So we were just celebrating the 50th anniversary, and today CEFIC announced one new, let's say, slogan or a new headlines, what they call how. How means how to go to digital transformation. So digital, green and twin, you know, the green and digital transformation. So there's a new world, new era coming. So European Green Deal, which starts around 2019, end of 2019. It was in the pandemic period, but the European Union works a lot on this, and there was different headlines. Alternative and renewable energy sources, new chemical strategy for sustainability and circularity, digital product passport, safe and sustainable by design, and sustainable product initiative. So European Green Deal in a simple way. So review of the EU's growth with the introduction of new European Green Deal. So the transformation and the carbon neutral Europe by 2050, and from industry to transport, from packaging to data. And also it should be emphasized that European Green Deal is not only an environmental strategy, but only a new international trade and cooperation system, which is also crucial for our country also. So what we call the history of the Green Deal, it starts by December 2019 with the European Green Deal announcement in Brussels. Then investment plan, climate law, a draft, then new EU strategy on industry, circular economy action plan, carbon border adjustment mechanism, EU farm to fork or EU 2030 biodiversity scheme, and integration of the EU energy systems and hydrogen strategy. And then there are different ones like strategy for methane, EU climate agreement, EU battery alliance, European BAOS, which is the new EU renovation, and also CBAM, which is the carbon border adjustment report mechanism, which is also approved by the European Environmental Committee. So in Turkey, there are similar things. By the coordination of the Ministry of Commerce, there are different ministries, which calls European Green Deal Working Group. There was good work in the Turkey also. There were different meetings, different working groups, and it's going on. By June 2020, Turkey also announced a sort of agreement and compliance with the European Green Deal. There are different topics. One of the ones which is very crucial is the fuel of the future, which is the hydrogen. EU green energy projects, Turkish green energy projects, and Turkish sustainable projects. So, you know better than me, because in the last couple of, let's say, months, hydrogen is very popular from the pandemic period. There's a blue, green, gray, pink, and yellow hydrogen, which is the most popular one is the green one, because you can get from wind or sun energy, you get electricity. With this renewable electricity, you go to electrolysis. Then from the electrolysis, you get the oxygen and hydrogen. You use oxygen and hydrogen for combustion, as a fuel, different things. Then there is a conventional, which today we use a lot, the methane with the compression and the reformer. You get the carbon dioxide and the hydrogen, but you have to make the carbon dioxide, let's say, storage or use. If not, you get the gray. From the nuclear energy, you get the pink hydrogen, and if you make purely from sun, you get the yellow hydrogen. This is the European backbone of the hydrogen. There are different waves, pipelines. They use some of the current pipelines, and there will be 23,000 kilometer new pipelines to transport hydrogen. But what they do, they try to mix the hydrogen with the natural gas. So let's say 20%, 15% hydrogen plus natural gas. But in the, let's say, last 3 months, there was some search in Europe in the metallurgical science that there was some corrosion activity on the pipelines due to hydrogen penetration. So fuel of the future, green hydrogen, as you know, with this Ukraine-Russian war, and with the strict controls or Russian controls of the natural gas, and the price increases slow down a little bit with these hydrogen technologies. But I think European Union works in a progressive way to increase the capacity of hydrogen in Europe. So in 5 years' time, it will go to 50-fold. Green hydrogen cost will decrease down to $1.5 to $2. It was the estimation from $7 to $1.5, even $1. But nowadays, due to this high increase on the natural gas, this will impact, I guess, the prices. Glass, ceramic, steel, and cement industry would benefit out of it. But there will be, the Goldman Sachs says that in 2050, the green hydrogen consumption will be 25% of the total fuel consumption, which is really a radical change. This is the hydrogen circle. Let's say you can get the electricity, renewables, or from conventional. Then you get the hydrogen, synthetic fuels from carbon dioxide, upgrading oil, ammonia from the nitrogen and hydrogen. So the change on hydrogen technologies. So there we did some different things. In the you know, there was a lots of emissions coming from the ships transportation. So there was using of diesel. Then they use low sulfur diesel. But now they will use ammonia with the green hydrogen and air purification, what we call air separation units. They separate the nitrogen and hydrogen, so they use hydrogen and nitrogen to get the ammonia to transport, and then with the ammonia crackers, ammonia storage, and they use in industries. So there's also carbon dioxide-free ammonia value chain, which is also direct combustion and different uses. This is we have the inputs, we have the production processes, and we have the outputs, but we have a lot of carbon dioxide emissions, so we have to change it. Then this was my assumption, personal assumption, that in 2050 or later, sorry for the naphtha should be PH, but is naphtha, this is the countries, but naphtha will be out, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide with capture, green hydrogen with electrolysis in, then there will be carbon monoxide plus hydrogen, syngas and chemicals, and hydrogen, nitrogen, ammonia. Even the methanol, methane, different things. You can go to any other things through these new technologies. So maybe petroleum investment will be changed. So this is the renewable carbon refinery coming from NOVA Institute of European Union, 2021. You can see from biomass or from carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, or pyrolysis or gasification, you can get any chemicals. So in order to make a new petrochemical plant, maybe you can go through this, you see, so everything will change. So what they do in the European Union, in Denmark, there's one new island where they produce hydrogen and also through the renewable energy wind. And this is 18 soccer ground, as big as 18 soccer ground, be operational by 2033. There will be, I think, $30 billion investment, and Belgium, Netherlands, Denmark, even Germany will benefit out of it. So what is going on the European Union? The BASF already made the launch of the, what they call the initial opening of the ceremony, the electrical steam cracker, because they were using steam through natural gas, but they use now electricity, renewable electricity to produce the chemicals in BASF Ludwigshafen plant. There will be another electrical cracker investment. The 2030 is the pilot plant investment. Then they will go to 2045, the new plant. Eastman CTL, which is the coal to liquid, it was the coal to gas. They were also using GTL, gas to liquid. They also use the mixed plastics, mechanical and chemical recycling, and also pyrolysis. And also DSM, they are using thermoset systems recycle, which is very expensive now, but in the future, I think the raw materials will be less expensive. And Arkema is making a radical thing to produce thermoplastic resins for wind turbines. This is a very new topic. I think Dr. Kerem Paksoy knows it, but this is also another question mark whether the thermoplastic resins will replace the current resins.
There is still time.
Yeah, still time, I guess. Is very early. So Germany selected Turkey as hydrogen partner, but Turkey is not really, let's say, they will say there are lots of 62 green hydrogen projects in Germany, one in Hamburg, in the port area. In Turkey, there's what we call the South Marmara Development Agency. They also call to Turkish Chemical Industry Manufacturer Association to make a partnership, but they are trying to make the hydrogen in Mandırma area, and also they are trying to make it, but they are not using the seawater. They will use the potable water, which is very crucial. I asked this question to them, but they will go not with the seawater due to these reverse osmosis problems. But I say reverse osmosis is a very convenient techniques. They know it for years, so really is useless to make with the potable water this hydrogen production. There are different EU Green Deal programs in Turkey also. Repower EU is the new gas crisis problem. They say we repower EU with the green and clean hydrogen. CEFIC has got some sustainable development indicators like the create, protect, connect, and maintain. Low carbon economy, resource efficiency, circular economy, and human and universe. So if they maintain the health of the human and universe. And the last but least, the digital product passport. This is the EU Sustainable Product Initiative, design of sustainable products, reinforcing consumers as well as governments, circularity during production cycles. Digital product passport will reduce the quantity EU-based by increasing the recycle and reuse amounts, but you will just, like the MSTS, you know the MSTS now converting into extended STS, which is the 350, 500 pages, which is also contains all these applications, areas, applications, risk, everything. So digital passport also include the ratio of the recycled material in the product. So this will be really a good case for the companies because Professor Frassini explained the LCA, carbon footprint, water footprint, and also LCI. This is very important. Professor Douglas mentioned a lot of things on the circular economy, but I think Dr. Kerem Paksoy emphasized a lot about the not sustainable but circular, because the new wording is circular but sustainable but circular, let's say. So the reuse or recycle ratio in the product will increase up to 35% by 2030 and 50 to 75% by 2050. But I know that some companies, some multinational companies, requires 100% recycled material in 2050. This is also a big challenge for the industry. Hence, the use of natural resources as well as virgin chemicals will decrease to save the planet and our future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.